Hey everybody, welcome to week 2 of the course here, research course. Got my scenery up here, and if this is the first time you're watching this video, um, I do these videos every week. Little bits of motivation, cover anything in the courses that might need to be covered. And I try to keep them short. I try to keep them under 5 minutes. Sometimes I might go a little longer, um, depending if there's something to point out or something. So, might repeat myself a little bit because last week only a few people watched the video. And one of the things about these videos is over the years, majority of students, 9 out of 10, watch them, enjoy them for whatever reason, and so forth. So one of the things I do, of course, I try to do some motivation or inspiration because judging even from this first week with about half the students in the class being behind already. Discussions are due on Wednesday. I'm doing this like Saturday, and usually most students have assignments in by the weekend and stuff. You'll hear me harp about making school. It's a daily thing, not a Sunday night thing. But one of the things, all of you decide to pursue a college degree of some sort or other, so you're determined, and just make sure it's worth what you want to start. You had a certain goal in mind, and you want to get there, and so you don't want to be falling behind from the get-go. It takes discipline. Uh, I like this little quote here about discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want the most. If you want that college degree, and if you want it to mean something, and when you go for a job one day and you actually want to know what the material is, you don't want to be sitting in a job interview and a potential employer asks you a question related to research or whatever the case is, or something that you should have already known because you took it in college. So that's, and a lot of employers do that. But, there's just different things that go on, and this particular course has to do with research, but, no matter what job you're in, you probably have to do some sort of research. When I was in the Army, we uh, always did research of some sort. Or when we did something, we went on deployment or something, we always did after action. That's research. That's creating the research, and somebody else would read that research, those after action reports, to see what was done right, what was done wrong, what could be made better. So in this course, you're doing these, weekly cases and everything. It's kind of a similar situation there. But anyway, school. It's a lifestyle. Train like there's no finish line. I do a lot of running analogies and stuff, but again, if you watched last week, you heard me say this. If you're a coffee drinker, you don't wait until Sunday to drink your coffee. A week's worth of coffee won't work. Same thing if you got kids. You don't wait till Sunday to take care of your kids. It's an everyday thing, and so is school. If you get in the habit of doing school every day, you'll be less stressed. You won't be playing catch up, and you'll actually be learning the material instead of doing high school Sunday night or night before an exam, cramming, and then forgetting it all as soon as the test is over. So there's my little motivation for you. I also post these YouTube videos most weeks with something either motivation or just something nice to see. So, okay, so week 1, there's this course is also a little different because it's a research course, so there's a lot of things. You got these extra readings in here. The textbook is just cases. It's not actual like a regular textbook where all your information is in there. So we got these reading assignments in here. So as you go into week 2 here, okay, we got several reading assignments. So we got the the SWOT analysis, which is, where's that? Right here. So this is one of your readings. And it tells you all about, the SWOT analysis. You can also Google SWOT, and it stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And this is standard in any industry. They use this to analyze the business. And a lot of people over the years have not done this. If you take some marketing classes with me later or something, things like this were probably not done with companies like Blockbuster. Blockbuster had an opportunity to prevent people like Netflix and Redbox even coming into existence, and they didn't, because whatever they did wrong. Didn't have the vision to see the future, and so Blockbuster went away, and companies like Netflix and Redbox cable companies and of all adjusted and adapted. So your other okay, so that's your week 2 reading. You also got the presentation, and the presentation is right here. So this covers stuff, all the things about the case analysis format, the outline on how a case analysis is supposed to be laid out, things that go into each section of it. And so when you're doing your project, that's the format you'll have to use. So so that's those are two, basically 2 readings this week. Discussion, each week you're basically going to find a case somewhere, and if you can't get into the ProQuest, you can also find something on Google, but it has to be a legitimate an actual case. There's Google Scholar that you can find something on. Can't be Billy Bob's blog, okay? It has to be a legitimate actual case that was done. So, and then you also got then you got 2 assignments. All right, you got the weekly case out of textbook. Okay, 2 to 4 pages, and you got the format here, Times Roman double space. So, so that's that, and then you also got the and a SWOT analysis assignment. So, so here again, you got to do the SWOT analysis, 2-3 pages, and you should be good to go. And so you got all the material there. Again, that's why I stress, this is a daily, school's a daily thing, because for those of you that are already behind, because from last week, the first week, that's why I always try to stress in the first week of the courses, just get in there, don't fall behind, do something every day. I mean, college courses, regardless of what college you go to, each course is generally designed for a student to spend 10 to 20 hours a week on a course. So if you're taking 2 courses, you're talking 20 plus hours. I realize a lot of people do not do that, and I understand why, because we got jobs and family and lives and other commitments that we do and everything, but that's where you have to figure out how to organize yourself, time management, and so forth. So all right, so with that, I'm going to leave it there. The only other thing is I do my if you didn't watch last week, I explained I do weekly test questions. I got 2 grandkids, 5-year-old and almost a 1-year-old, so sometimes I'll use them for a test question, or I'll use something from back in my Army days or something. So anyway, just let me know what's going on in this. And the reason I do this is because some people will say, "Oh, I watched the video, thank you," and I don't know they actually watched it. So so if you don't mention what's in this picture or what's going on here, then I assume you didn't watch the video. So all right, with that, I'll call quits. I'll let you go. Everybody have a great week. I'm a 7-day-a-week person, so you don't have to wait to get in touch with me on a certain day of the week. You can do the email, you can text, call, and I usually get back pretty quick. With that, I'll let you go. Again, great week and everything, and let's get caught up and move on. Take care, everybody.